This free printable comes from my reading curriculum, which is free also. If you would like a copy of it, leave a comment below and I will get it to you. This activity is from our 4th frame, and it's our shapes book. And this week we're going over the Pentagon, Hexagon, and Octagon. Okay, so this is the cover page of our shape book. And again, we have taught them the cover page, title, author, and illustrator. We've taught them those vocabulary words. So do a brief summary of that with your child as you give them the lesson to cover the cover or color the cover page. So the cover page just has the title, and then it has our 3 shapes for this frame and their names. And then down here it says the author, which is me, and then your child is going to fill in the spot that says illustrator. The next page is another coloring sheet that just has different sizes of shapes of the 3 shapes, and it's just a coloring sheet to color each shape. Then the next page is what we will do on the 2nd day, and it's the Pentagon page. And depending on your child's skill level, they can either use the roller, the dauber, or the Q-tip. And for the Pentagon, I'm going to show you the Q-tip. Make sure when you're giving the lesson, again, that you go very slow and you start at that point, because that is the starting point. It's the same as when we'll teach them to write letters. Letters also have a starting point. And just go through and trace the shape with the Q-tip. Make sure you're getting each point that the lines meet at. Another thing I always bring up is that you kind of really show them that those points there are really important, and they need to make sure that they also hit those points. If your child is overwhelmed by these dots, or you just know that they will get overwhelmed by thinking they have to do all that, spread the dots out then. Don't do that many. Really think about your child here. I mean, you don't have to spread them out that much either. You could do like this. Uh-oh. And that's the Pentagon with the Q-tip. The next, I'm going to show you the roller next. Actually, I'll show you the dauber next, because the dauber is what I would recommend for beginners. This is for children who don't yet have complete control over those fine motor muscles in their hands, and they haven't really practiced much with them at all. It's great because you can hold it like this in your fist and just daub along, making sure again that you're hitting those spots. And also again with the overwhelming thing, just do the daubs on the points and then one in the middle if you think it's going to be too stimulating, too overwhelming. So this is the page we do on day 3. On day 4, we do the Octagon page, and I'm going to show you how to do that with the roller. This roller is very smooth. It's easy to follow with, but again, it's also going to require some fine motor muscles. So this is the step between the Q-tip and the dauber. Again, you're going to start at that starting point. Child will trace it. They can also hold this like a fist in their fist. And that is what the roller is. Oh, it's kind of messy today, very liquidy. Just like that. Then on the 5th day, we are going to do 4 sheets. We're going to do pages 5 through 8. This first one here is a tracing activity, and the child, depending on their skill level, if they're just starting to work with pencils or markers or crayons, I would suggest that they use that here, whichever they feel they can get the best control with. And then this one is the dotted lines. And again, go slow. Show your children that there's a purpose here. Even if you want to show them even extreme slow measures, just sit there and connect each dot. Just remember to move really slow as you give your child the lesson on this page. Over here is our transparent line. Just gonna kind of trace on top of it, again going nice and slow. And then you will do this for each of the 3 shapes for this week, the pentagon, the hexagon, and the octagon. Then the last 3 pages are free drawing. These shapes are hard to draw. They are hard for me to draw, but you just want to encourage your child to draw the best that they can. And you'll notice I'm not starting at that starting point, which would be right here, because that's how it's easiest for me to draw correctly. I'm not good at straight lines. I'm not good at drawing straight lines or at cutting straight lines. But if, you know, that's not possible, what I like to do is daub those points that the lines meet, and then ask them to connect the lines. This page is also on day 5. There's the hexagon. The last page for page 5 and the ending of our shapes book is the Octagon page. And that is the end of our shapes book for this week. If you would like a copy of my free reading curriculum, please leave a comment below and I will get it to you. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more educational resources.